Hello everyone, happy Thanksgiving! To celebrate this holiday, I made a video detailing the 400 long year history of Thanksgiving. Without further ado, here is my history of Thanksgiving. This is probably the shortest history video I've ever made. Here it is, the history of Thanksgiving. The holiday of Thanksgiving can trace its roots 400 years ago to November 11th, 1620. This day is when the infamous and legendary Mayflower and its crew, including Edward Winslow, one of my ancestors, arrived at Plymouth Rock in Plymouth, Massachusetts, beginning not only Thanksgiving, but arguably the United States of America. In a way, I guess. I have also been to Plymouth Rock in person, and I also made a whole video on it. Check it out if you want. I made a video for the 400th anniversary of it, as it recently passed. On this day, supposedly, and arguably, November 26th, 399 years ago, in 1621 or 1620, this is also highly debated, the first Thanksgiving celebration took place as a sign of peace between the British Pilgrims, future Americans, and the Wampanoag Native Americans, including the famous Squanto. This peace would begin the holiday of Thanksgiving, giving thanks. And for them, their thanks was not them killing each other. But for us, we give thanks to people like our parents for allowing us to be alive and giving thanks to our siblings, unless we hate them. So, yeah, they gave thanks for a different reason back then. Moving on. After this, Thanksgiving kind of faded into obscurity. Nothing really happened with it until 1777, when George Washington himself made Thanksgiving a national holiday. From this day on, it would be a mainstream holiday celebrated whenever you wanted in late November, because they didn't really know exactly what happened back then, and we don't know that today, so you got to choose a day in late November, and if it felt like the day, you can celebrate it. In 1863, in the middle of the raging Civil War, a woman named Sarah Hale went up to Abraham Lincoln and was like, you know, this Civil War isn't so fun. How about we use Thanksgiving as an excuse to unify with the Confederacy? And he was like, Sarah Hale, you're a genius. Later on, in 1863, after Gettysburg, which I also recently made a whole video on, you can check this out. I just like telling people to watch old videos I made. It's just so nice. Anyways, after he won Gettysburg, he held 2 Thanksgivings, because why not eat and slaughter more turkeys? 4 turkeys. In 1941, Congress and FDR had a skirmish on where or when Thanksgiving should be held. FDR argued it should be the last Thursday in November, but Congress objected and said it should be on the 4th Thursday of November. The two were pretty mad at each other. FDR was like, it should be the last. Congress was like, it should be the 4th. Yes, no, many, many days later. Okay, I, FDR, am giving up. Congress was like, yas. And then they made Thanksgiving on the 4th Thursday of November, which is still how it is today. And with that, that was my insanely long history of Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Try not to pass out or choke on Thanksgiving. Try not to overload yourself. Try to keep it tamed. Happy Thanksgiving. Try to get the larger side of the wishbone if you do that. Or you can buy a plastic one. Seriously, the guy who made those became like a billionaire or something. Anyways, what country is coming up next? Or is it even a country? Stay tuned in 3, 2, 1. Alba, aka Scotland, is coming up next for St. Andrew's Day on November 30th, the National Day of Scotland. Enjoy. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you.